Hey guys, this is Simon again. Welcome to another Every Chinese video. Last month, we went back to my wife's hometown Taichung. We were planning to stay there for about 2 weeks, but after we booked the flight, we found some cheap flight ticket from Taipei to Okinawa. Since plane tickets from Shanghai to Okinawa are quite expensive and neither of us has ever been there before, we were like, why not take the chance to go to Okinawa during our stay in Taiwan? So yeah, that's basically how we ended up going to Okinawa.
谢谢，欢迎登机。
Okinawa is a part of Japan, but it's actually quite far away from the main island. It consists of more than 150 distinct islands, all of which lie 400 miles away from mainland Japan. It is actually closer to Taiwan than it is to Tokyo. Unlike most of the famous places such as Tokyo, Osaka, Kyoto, which are all connected by high-speed bulletin train, Okinawa is more like an isolated region. You can't take the train to get there from mainland Japan. The only efficient way to go to Okinawa from the rest of Japan is taking the plane. It is also why we haven't been to the place despite we have visited Japan so many times. It's just not very convenient.
Hey guys, just past the custom, now we are heading to the city. We're gonna take the monorail, and after that we're gonna get to the hotel, drop off our luggage, and grab some food.
I think the first thing you need to know about Okinawa is that public transportation here is not well developed. You can take the monorail from the airport to Naha City, but that's about it. The monorail is only available in Naha City. There's no train available outside of the city of Naha. Although you might be able to get around the entire Okinawa by taking the bus, you need to be aware that in some places the bus only comes once an hour or even 2 hours. If you miss one, it could cost you a lot of time. And the bus system is quite expensive there. In China, a bus ticket usually costs around 2 RMB. In Taiwan, it costs around 20 Taiwan dollar. In the US, it's about $2 to $3. However, in Okinawa, the bus ticket can go up to 600 yen. For the first day, we have spent nearly 2,000 yen just on bus tickets, and the places we went to are not even very far away. Taxi is even more expensive, and I feel like I have only seen them in the city. Anyway, if you ever plan to go to Okinawa, I strongly recommend you to rent a car. It can save you so much trouble and time. However, if you don't have an international license, I would recommend you to join a one-day bus tour. If you speak Mandarin, then you can book it on Taobao. A one-day trip only costs you around 300 RMB, which I think is quite reasonable. However, if you don't speak any Chinese, you can just Google Okinawa bus tour. I believe you can find identical travel services. The bus will take you to 4 to 5 attraction sites. There are mainly 2 different routes, the northern routes and the central routes, which focus on different parts of Okinawa. So if you book 2 one-day trips like us, you would pretty much be able to see most of the famous attraction sites on the island. Plus there will be a tour guide, giving you more historical backgrounds about all those places. One thing worth noting is that on our tour bus, half of us are from mainland China and half of us are from Taiwan. Unlike on the internet, where you always see people from the 2 parts fighting each other, we all had a great time on the same bus in the physical world. Moving on, let's talk about accommodation. I feel like there aren't many options if you would like to live in downtown Naha. Of course, if you are some crazy rich Asian, then there are plenty of options for you. But as an every Chinese guy, I didn't find any decent hotel located in downtown Naha that can meet my budget. So we decided to try something new, a Japanese capsule hotel. So basically, it is like a high-end hostel. You get your own bed and almost everything else is shared, such as toilet and shower room. Of course, male and female live on separate floors. Let me just quickly show you around. Here is the lobby. You have to take off your shoes and put them into your shoe lockers. Dudes are living on the 3rd floor and women are on the 4th floor. Okay, here's the male's dormitory. Let me show you how the capsule looks like. The curtain allows you to have some privacy. You have your own lamp and a useless TV which only has 10 local channels. You got another locker The sleeping quality is not bad. You got plenty of room. You won't hear much noise during the night. Everyone was doing their best job to keep the dorm quiet. But sometimes you can still hear people snoring. So if you are that sensitive, I recommend you to bring yourself a pair of earplugs. Here's the bathroom. Although I have never seen the housekeepers, I feel like they come here all the time. The place is very clean. And here's the shower area. I don't know if you guys have ever taken a shower in this kind of public shower room, but I'm quite used to it because that's how we shower when I was in college. If you are not used to getting naked in front of strangers, they also have private shower rooms. However, I strongly recommend you to try this unique experience. Come on, you already come to Japan. You need to do what they do, right? There is also a hot tub and a sauna room. And there is also a shared living area where you can chat with other people and eat your takeout. Unfortunately, I accidentally deleted the footage, so the photo is all I got. By the way, if you are able to read Japanese, there are some famous manga collection. Overall, the capsule hotel is very nice. It's clean, it locates at the very center of the Naha city. Everyone is extremely friendly and helpful, but there is one thing I think they can improve: breakfast. They got Western style breakfast, which is okay. The food is well made, but they never make any change. Every day is the same. I mean, seriously, come on, you gotta do some change, right? On the first day, it was delicious, but on the fifth day, I was so sick of the same breakfast. I guess I'm still not used to Western food after all these years. Okay, next, let's talk about things that you should do when you are in Okinawa. We have been to many places, and here are the top 5 things that we enjoy most during our trip. Let's start with number 5, Naha Kokusai Doris Shopping Street. The street is the most iconic shopping spot for the entire Okinawa. It is like the Times Square of Okinawa. You can find everything from souvenirs to small shops, markets, restaurants, and girls' favorite, Japanese beauty products. I'm not a big fan of shopping, but I feel like the place is still worth checking out. Well, actually, the main reason is because you guys know. Number 4, beaches. Okinawa is known for world-class beaches with crystal clear water and white sand. There are many beautiful beaches on the main island, so I definitely recommend you guys to visit some of them. Maybe try some water activities as well. Unfortunately, when we were at the beach, the weather wasn't so good, so I guess that's just Okinawa telling us to come back again. Number 3, snorkeling and scuba diving. The most famous snorkeling and diving spot on the main island of Okinawa is the Blue Cave. The place is kind of far away, so if you don't have a car, I would recommend trying to find a diving company that provides pickup service. The overall experience is very great. Our instructor is from Taiwan, so there is no communication issue for us. Before diving, he taught us some basic techniques. The dude is extremely patient. He gave us plenty of time to practice. I have to give huge credits to my wife. She has never dived before and she's not very good at swimming. She was a little scared of the ocean, but she was brave that day. And after several minutes of training, she mastered all of the diving techniques. Number 2, Okinawa Aquarium. It is one of the most famous aquariums in the world. If you are an animal person or you are traveling with your kids, you definitely should check it out. It's got a variety of ocean species. It has a great dolphin show. I know not everyone enjoys animal shows, but I think those dolphins enjoy what they are doing. Most importantly, the aquarium has got one of the biggest fish tanks in the world. The view is just breathtaking. You should check by yourself. Last but not least, for the number 1 spot, my wife and I both decided that we should leave that to Okinawa Peace Museum. The place reminds people how devastating war can be to human society, especially for people who have never experienced any warfare. They may not be fully aware of the tremendous destruction that war is able to bring to us. During the war, hundreds of thousands of people have lost their life. Now we look back to history. Those people perished because some frenzied Japanese top official want to make Japan the most powerful country in the world. Most of those officials can still live after the loss of the war. But hundreds of thousands of innocent people have lost their lives because of their leaders' radical ideology, and from each lost soul, there is a miserable family. Parents lost their sons, wives lost their husbands, and kids lost their dads. I highly encourage everyone to visit the museum. We hope everyone could understand. War is neither glamorous nor attractive. It is monstrous. Its very nature is one of tragedy and suffering. Okay, I think that's pretty much it for our Okinawa trip. I hope you enjoyed our video. If you liked my video, please hit the thumbs up button. If you want more content about China from every Chinese guy, please subscribe to my channel. Once again, thank you so much for all the love and support. I will catch you next time. Peace.